Good.
Past life for Brandy. I'm very excited about this one for you. The stones coming through is very, very literal. That's very interesting. All right. What I'm getting is very interesting. The stone, the thread, the offering, there's something coming in as also corruption and greed. But what I'm getting instantly is something about the dressmaker. The dressmaker that's the rebel. I don't know what this is about. Storyteller, muse, and miser. Miser's over here. Why is that going on? I don't know yet. Okay, we'll see. Hang on. Cards everywhere. I'm getting a little bit of this element of Shakespearean theater coming through, and I don't know why I'm getting through this. I look at this story card, the storyteller card, and I'm getting Shakespearean theater. I'm getting that era of time. I'm getting that era of people that would have a skill, the vendor and the painter. Ooh, we're getting romance over here. Okay, time to get into the tarot-ish type of cards. I don't know why I said that other tray all the way. What was I thinking? What's coming through the vendor and the painter? We have the devil and the 5 of swords. It feels like the person that painted the sets, this is very much you are involved and close to theater goings on. And whoever is painting the sets is somebody that is involved with you in the romantic aspect of things. However, the painter is getting more money, more work, and higher pay. Ego a little bit is coming in with this one, because his skills are more in demand, because he's a he even, the skills are being honored more and more in demand. The access to it, access to convention, and this is feeling like, literally it's feeling like the church or some religious organization is backing what's going on in this theater production for whatever reason, which sounds weird as fuck, but that's what's going on. But they're a little bit greedy about the money. Now, there's a little bit of corruption going on. This feels like corruption in the church that's backing this, and there's too much greed in this particular era of time with this particular religious leaders and the groups and the painting. They're really, really taking more than they ought to take and not being very wise in how they're doing it. There's a level of corruption in the organization that doesn't serve, and they are happy to pay the painter to depict perhaps more of what they want displayed. So, you know, when you go to the theater or the old theaters, in modern times, the old, I'm thinking 50s, 60s, whatever, they have subliminal messages that aren't so subliminal. They're like, let's all go to the lobby, that kind of bullshit. Yeah, you know, and get ourselves a treat, that kind of thing. That's what's going on. So he, the painter, the one that was your love, I think he necessarily didn't sell out, but was required, and for survival and so forth, he's doing and accommodating whatever it is the church wants in there. So maybe they're, you know, depicting some of their themes or power structures and control in whatever's going on. You are more muse-minded. You are more for what's going forward. But the stone, again, I'm getting something about the stone and the smuggling. Something's going missing. Something's going missing, as in a rock, a stone, a piece of jewelry that's important piece of jewelry. It's going missing, and I think you're the one that has it. I think you're the one that's taken it, and I think you're moving it forward and through. What are you moving it through and for? Let's see. The thread, the thread, the thread, the connection, the connection. What is this? They own him. This person is owned by the church for whatever reason. Very interesting. I think that you're gonna try and leverage a deal. Wild. This is really wild. You're gonna try and negotiate the release or buy out so he can be more free to do what he wants to do. Like, for him to paint sets and do things and blah, 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 keeps him on a different course. I think he's kept it. Feels like he's kept there by some sort of priest or church power authority that really favors, and I'm using that word, it favors him, wants him to be their person. I don't think he wants to be their subject, their person, their... Okay, so what's going on? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You have big love for him, big love for him. He's hardworking. He wants to be independent. This comes through as they don't want him independent. They want to control the art scene. They don't want his creativity, his art creating kerfuffle in the society, but mostly this is somebody that also loves this person and feels like this man is very loved. His gift is very much there, but you are more associated with him and you want to buy his freedom. You're definitely girl and energy in this. Definitely. How can you do this? How can you do this? You're drawing sketches, writing to letters, writing to people who might need certain skill set that you have to create, writing to the highborn. This is like, you do dressmaking, mending, and you always do flattering things for people that make them look better. Like, you're certainly not in the business and doing well in the business because you do a shitty job. No. But this is what you're doing. You're getting them to help change the fate, to help end this fate, end the bondage that is over there. Well, it's going to take some money to get the freedom. It's going to take some money. This is coming through not as so much being picked on or persecuted, but just kind of angry, frustrated with the situation. You're frustrated with having to fight the religious influences and the powers that be that are in the higher social bracket than you are. Huge frustration. Ooh, there's this asshole. This asshole's coming through about as angry as that and cold as that looks. This guy seems like he's not the good kind of priest, is what I can say. He's not the one that actually believes whatever it is he's preaching. He just likes the power, likes the money, and is not very kind to other people, is what I'm getting in any kind of way. He wants to own this man for his purpose. And this man's heart is totally to you. Your heart is totally to him. Who do you rob? Because you definitely, there's an invisible thief all through here. It's like you're stitching stones in the hem of a dress or stitching them in the bustier or creating extra space for the bodice dagger, but you're loading it up through here. What are you... Some of your plans have gone awry a little bit. There's a little bit of heartbreak. You've been discovered. You're losing work here. You're losing work, and I don't know why. I mean, I know that this guy is part of the problem, but you've been discovered. You're losing work. I don't think this guy is part of that problem. I think it's a rival for your job. Very interesting. This feels like somebody that is wanting to compete for your job in the theater company. It doesn't feel like you've been ratted out by any of the wealthy women that you designed for, or even any of the wealthy men. What it feels like is somebody is jealous of your job, and they're ratting you out in some way because you've been loading things, trying to create escapes, trying to transfer even information, trying to transfer information and knowledge at certain points to certain people. This is very, very interesting. And you're perfectly suited to smuggle through costumery. You have the information you would smuggle, and it's all done in the effort to get this person, who is hardworking dude, free. What's happening? He wants to leave with you. He wants to go with you. There's something that's coming to the end of the church association. Ooh. Something goes really awry. The rival that's competing for your job has ratted him out to the church, Something, it's not in the cards. Something that's going on here is like she is ratting out what's going on with you, and she's also in cahoots somehow with this other one. And there's a battle. This comes through. The priest is dead by this time, and this is your love getting away. This is like there has been a conflict. The bodice dagger was a hiding spot, a source of some sort of spot. The dagger is thrown. The dagger is caught. The dagger is used. Thrown, caught, and used. I think you had the bodice dagger in your costumery, in your, I don't know if they call it accoutrement, in your dress, in your bodice, literally. You whip out the dagger, you throw it to your love catches the dagger, and boom, the priest. You guys got to get the fuck out of there. Yeah, like point blank, wow. I think the priest has known this fellow, or had known this fellow, perhaps in the biblical sense, yes, in the biblical sense, from a young age. That doesn't bode well. No wonder. It's like, oh, okay. It feels very much love on the run. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough weaponry. You don't have enough. Like, you guys had to bolt. Things went south. Things went sideways. Things got overheated, went south. Somebody ends up dead. Priest is dead. Boom. Not a problem anymore. But now you guys are on the run. You're stuck on the run, stuck on the run, stuck on the run. Oh, it's so sad. You try to see your ladies' justice. You try to see the ladies that have helped you. But this chapter is over. They can do not very much for you. Whatever you have on your person, whatever you had that you could take with you is pretty much what you have. If you could pack it on your person. So if you happen to have the gown that has the weaponry versus a whole lot of stones, then you're short on things to trade, things to bargain with. Yeah, it's a burden, it's a burden. There's one. There's one. 3 of the ladies are like, yeah, nothing doing, kiddo. There's one that's at a distance. You know her maid. You know her person, her lady in waiting, her lady's maid, whatever. You know her. This is one connection you still have, but you're very, very burdened. Oh, the heartbreak. Everything that you've worked so hard to do in your skills, that you've worked so hard to create different kinds of things, it's like all being taken from you right now in this moment of time. Such a sorrow in the leaving. There is a modification, but everything you have built before, blam, dun, dun, dun. What else? You're happily suited. You and he are happily suited together. This one understands the value of what you did. This one understands the sacrifice. This one understands why you did. Your romance with this guy, it's not that you have every easy moment, but you have enough easy moments that it's good. But you're both like banished, essentially. And known enough that people, if you show your face, people will know you. You can't go to your homeland. You're on the sea, traveling by sea, on the sea a lot. You're on the sea a lot. This is what you're doing. It's place to place on the sea, and it feels like you're place to place on the sea for several years. Yeah, several years. Has there been enough change in you, in both of you, that you can even return? No. No, you don't return. The person that is in power as the higher authority, be it king or be it somebody that's in high station, the high authority is still corrupt. You can't return. Your friend in the court, here she is here. Here she is here. She's still in the court. She's still there. And the messenger, there is a troop of players that will send messages. She sends this messenger. It's like the lady's maid sends the messenger. Keep you apprised of what's going on. Church is still corrupt. You can't go. You can't go. This is where you have to set up elsewhere on the distant shore. It's not that you can even come back in. You can't come back in. You stay out of country and out of harm's path. That's complete there. That's complete. You don't ever go back to where your country is, but that's complete. I get the feeling that you can quietly do what your gift is. It's not like you change it completely. But you have to do other things. Both of these loves, this passion for creation that you and this man just had, his in the painting, yours in the sewing, and kind of in the smuggling. You still work, but you have to be very, very under the radar in a different country, and you have to do a different thing. You have to do a different calling. It feels like that your time where you could honor the art, the high art, and the high creativity has passed where you can honor it just blatantly seen in public. You have to do it on the quiet. That's complete. It won't let me go any further. I have all kinds of questions on this. It's not going to let me go there. That's complete. That's what I've got for you, honey.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wild. It's the thread. I can tell you the creative thread is something you should be picking up and grabbing now, wherever it is you want to create right now, whatever is in your story right now in this now time, not in this past lifetime, that was there before will be there now. It's something you can create from a much safer space now than you ever could create before. You will be drawn to creative thinkers, creative men, and passionate people. You'll also be drawn to the broken birds sometimes, so watch out for that. You don't always have to go for the one with the broken wings. And the ones that are supposed to cross your path will cross your path. This isn't done, but this person and you will cross paths again, very much.
Said some of those things, actually most, are relatable now as well.
This is why I love the past lives. And this is probably why I can't get much nosier, because the essence of this past life that you're supposed to know in this now moment is contained here. That's what I've got. Holy cow. And I have no idea how many cards that was. But yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Interesting.
It's a mess, Ange. There's like 50 cards. As Chad would say, a mess.
It's a mess. That's okay. It's a hot mess. That is okay. It's why I love them. It's why I love them. The story comes and it's just like, or the flash. The fact of the matter is, from what came through, there were limited choices for what you guys could do. When things got overheated, and that harsh priest that was not very kind to people, when he got what was his due, so to speak, I don't want to get myself in trouble, but he got what was coming, and you guys had to get out of there. And what can you do? But yeah, very, very, a little bit of drama. Or a lot in that life. Yeah, you didn't run from the drama, but you don't have to do so much drama now, I'll tell you that. Just saying.
Okie doke.
Yeah, you have better options now than you did then, for sure. All right, let me get some of these cards put away. I don't know why. I guess I wanted this space because I went probably wider than you guys could even see, but holy